that we will not plan for. Changing majors, changing friend groups, and changing career paths are inevitable. But one thing we can all predict is this, that our lives will be wasted if they're not lived for the glory of God. You may attain great wealth or find the perfect spouse. You may find great happiness or attain great fame. But it'll all be wasted if it doesn't aid in your walk with God. So many people will go about looking for happiness and money and fame and pleasure. But through Solomon, God really shows us what that life amounts to. In the eyes of the world, Solomon was undoubtedly the most wealthy and blessed individual to be born, arguably the most wealthy and blessed. But he had millions of pounds of silver and gold. He had hundreds of wives, and he had the greatest wisdom that the world had ever seen. And yet, despite all this, Solomon opens the book of Ecclesiastes with a statement, "Vanity of vanities, saith the preacher. Vanity of vanities. All is vanity." The man with the most material blessing in human history called everything worthless. Zig Ziglar said, "Money won't make you happy, but everybody wants to find that out for themselves." Solomon found this out the hard way, and he spent his whole life chasing false and empty happiness. And I encourage everybody to take note of that. Don't get me wrong, I want money, success, and fame for all of you, and for myself as well, but find joy in God's gifts because of Him, not in spite of Him. This is not an easy thing to do, and Jesus knew that. The clearest story in the New Testament regarding this is the story of the rich young ruler. To paraphrase this for those who don't know, the story starts with a young man who came to Jesus basically just listing all these sins that he's never done before. And Jesus really revealed where the man's heart lay when he asked him to sell all his possessions before following him. The man walked away immensely sad and disheartened because he had chosen to find happiness in the blessings rather than in the source of blessings, which is Jesus Christ. Don't wait to make God your love and motivation. I wish great wealth, success, and fame for all of you, but find your joy in God for giving you those things rather than for the things themselves. Solomon spent most of Ecclesiastes talking about the vanity of possessions. But in the final few verses, he remarked, "Fear God and keep His commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Find joy and satisfaction through serving a loving and righteous God."